Alrighty, as we look on down here, looks like we have Captain Jack playing Papa Goot versus Peace Tinker on Torque Slam Sticks. Not surprised to see Peace Tinker running back the Mono Ruby deck that he won the last bash with on the last weekend that Lasgar's Vengeance is legal.
How do you feel about this matchup overall?
I feel like the swings are big. I feel like if Goot can live to ready with their Twilight Eclipse on 5, they're going to be a strong favorite. Sure. But at the same time, the Ruby deck is just a lot more consistent because its cards are very redundant and it's not looking for specific cards. That I think I give the small edge to the Ruby deck in this matchup.
Yeah, it's very fast and very punishing.
That being said, Captain Jack is on the play here, which is a big deal.
Definitely. Captain Jack here on the play with a pair of diamond shards notably, with a Dark of Night and a Hero Fall in hand, a Decree of Banishing, and 2 Radiant Physicians. So,
that being said, in addition to being on the play here, Captain Jack has the benefit of Peace Tinker not having a 1-drop on turn 1.
Yeah, no 1-drop for Peace Tinker, as Jeff says here. Goes ahead and draws, so plays a second Ruby out, has another pair of Rubies in hand, plays powerful Righteous Outlaw on turn 2 here.
And so Righteous Outlaw, this is a card that you have to trade with this card with your troops, because Righteous Outlaw, when it readies, can turn into the Scarlet Swordsman, which just gets to shoot something down. Yeah. So that means if Captain Jack doesn't trade here, Peace Tinker's going to get to transform this and then just eat the Radiant Physician for free the following turn.
Yeah, as you can see here, so the Righteous Outlaw comes in here, does not block. Okay.
Oh, we have Decree of Banishing.
We have Decree,
That makes a lot of sense. So I said you have to trade. I was a little bit hasty. We have the Decree of Banishing, which is a potent piece of removal here in Captain Jack's hand. And Radiant Physician, this card's got a lot of text on. Let's take a look at Radiant Physician here.
Yeah, absolutely. So Radiant Physician is whenever you play a constant, which this is a constant theme deck essentially, it gets +1/+1. At the start of your turn, if you control 3 or more constants with different names, you draw a card and gain 3 life. Pretty good against their Mono Ruby deck.
Yeah, definitely. Gaining life, drawing cards, everything I want to be doing.
Well,
really. Captain Jack's actually in a pretty reasonable position, excluding the fact that we've got 3 double blood cards in our hand, and we don't currently have any blood thresholds.
Yeah, Captain Jack's draw for that turn was a Thought Collector, which is another double blood threshold card. This Matriarch of Flame coming in here for Peace Tinker. Peace Tinker has pretty solid follow-up here. A pair of Mama Yetis, the 4th shard, and another
Decree of Banishing off the top. That's arguably one of the best draws that Captain Jack had here.
I agree.
That being said, you see Papa Goot's low starting life total is definitely a very real liability matchup.
Going to be a problem,
We're gaining 1 life a turn with this Daybreak that Papa Goot was able to generate, but it is the fact that we started... we hit a Sabertooth.
Oh, that's great.
And not only did Sabertooth take out the Radiant Physician, but Peace Tinker has a second 2-drop as well, so they're able to remove Jack's pressure while also continuing to add their own.
Yeah, Peace Tinker has really nice follow-up here, real nice leftovers. Was able to play the Frothfang Cackler, and then has another Matriarch of Flame and a pair of Mama Yetis and the ability to cast them next turn.
So, it's kind of awkward here for Jack. They finally hit the blood, and they're pretty obligated to Fate Weave a resource at the top of their turn, because they need a second blood to unlock their hand.
Alright, Peace Tinker draws a 5th resource here. Going to go ahead and play this Matriarch Flame, which is a pretty nice combo. If you're going to flood with rubies, you might as well do it when there's a Matriarch of Flame on the table.
Yeah, so Matriarch of the Flame, when you have 5 ruby thresholds, which Peace Tinker is about to once he plays this ruby shard out, every time this Matriarch attacks, she's going to make this big, pretty burn to the ground here. Just blaze them out.
Pretty good here.
Oh, and the ruby threshold, in case making burn to the armor is enough, makes the Matriarch of the Flames bigger.
Yeah, Matriarch also grows notably.
And honestly, like, we've been talking about Lasgar's Vengeance being banned on this coming Monday at noon Central Standard Time, 10 Pacific, and even though that card's not going to be legal, these Ruby decks are still going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they're very good.
Lasgar's Vengeance is nowhere to be found here, and Peace Tinker is still very in control of this game as is.
Yeah, Captain Jack, as we said, is with a low starting life total on Papa Goot, is already down to 9. Peace Tinker, unless anything really wild happens, is going to just jam this Mama Yeti. Yeah, goes ahead and plays the Mama Yeti. Going to activate the Torque, too, and come in for a solid 6.
Torque gives Peace Tinker's troops Gladiator 1, so we're just like using our 4 charges as a way to get some extra damage in there. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a resource go to the top here, just so we could like burn to the ground for max value here.
Yep, and Captain Jack knows that the burn to the ground is in hand, so the writing is certainly on the wall here.
Yep, even though Jack has an answer to this Mama Yeti, which he does, the burn to the ground is going to be lethal that the Matriarch created 2 turns ago.
Yeah, this is a pretty good display of how how the starting life total from Papa Goot is just a really, really big liability, especially in these aggressive matchups.
Yep. There's the Lasgar's Vengeance. Card's too strong. I do agree that Lasgar's Vengeance is strong, but like I think this is a good example. I heard someone make the comment that Lasgar's Vengeance will be banned and the format won't change a ton.
Sure.
And I agree that it's not going to get completely flipped on its head, but honestly, I think like the idea behind that it's not going to change a ton is real in the fact that all of the decks that are good before the banning are still going to be good after the banning. Red Wings, Mono Ruby, they're still going to be decks that you're going to need to be prepared for.
Yeah, you could see there. A lot of people have also talked about this Papa Goot deck being one of the premier decks post Lasgar's banning, and we didn't really need a Lasgar's that game to take over. So it's one of those things.
And the Goot deck doesn't have a ton of troops in it, so Lasgar's Vengeance is always like one of the more medium cards in the matchup, anyways.
All right, Papa Goot going to get another chance at the play here. Culmination of blood in the deck.
That's an interesting card. This is a very powerful blood tool. That being said, neither of the troop decks in this matchup tend to fill the crypt with troops. So it's going to be kind of difficult for this card to have a meaningful impact before the Torque Slime 6 player is empty-handed.
Yeah, I agree. So Captain Jack's going to ship that one, actually. Okay.
I agree with that redraw there. That hand's kind of clunky and not doing a whole lot.
Nice. Captain Jack actually here with a pretty decent start. Going to have Vesper on one, Blood Ice, a Shard of Retribution, or it's a Shard of, what's the dual? Is it Retribution?
Retribution.
Shard of Retribution. I'm so smart. Look at that. Shard of Retribution, a Hero Fall, and a Nightfall. So Vesper is one of the more powerful, I think, cards, especially on one.
Yeah, not only is it a powerful card, but it's going to let Jack apply pressure to Torque Slam sticks and play defense as well against things like a Scapegoat, like we see here in Peace Tinker's hand. So a Scapegoat is a 0/1 for 1 with Rage 1 and Speed, and it can't block.
Do you know what my favorite card is?
The Goat is sitting next to me, but the Goat is also on screen. I'm so confused, Matthew. How can you be in two places?
Yeah.
At any rate, and this card, it bounces back to Peace Tinker's hand every time it gets blocked. So it's going to get a free attack in here, but it is going to get bounced back to the hand by the Vesper blocking.
And we can see Peace Tinker's hand's pretty nice here, actually. Another pair of shards. We saw the Scapegoat just went back to the hand. There's a Frothfang, Cackler, and a Righteous Outlaw, just like last game, and a Matriarch of Flame, and a Mama Yeti.
So we see the Vesper get ticked up here from the Nightfall. A very aggressive attack from Captain Jack here. That's tough. I'm not sure. Jack was on the play this game, but I'm not sure that they are the beatdown currently.
All right, we see Peace Tinker going to go ahead with a turn 2 Righteous Outlaw again, and the draw for the turn was Lasgar's Vengeance.
So that's the powerful Ruby action is ticking down there. Lasgar's Vengeance is down to a 7.
That's a good one.
Let's take a look and talk about good draws. Twilight Archon added to Captain Jack's grip here.
Twilight Archon real good. We've already put a Nightfall onto the table, and
Captain Papa Goot's ability creates a Daybreak. So we're going to see Twilight Archon hit the table here. And this card, in addition to being a 5/5 with Flight, also has Life Drain.
Yeah.
So maybe Captain Jack was better than we were, and they knew that Twilight was coming.
It could be.
They are the beatdown here. It's hard to be the beatdown when your opponent's got a 5/5 with Life Drain.
Very scary. Except there's a Frothfang Cackler.
Oh, jeez, I forgot about the Cackler.
There's a Frothfang
All right,
Cackler.
what does Cackler do? Tell me why this is important.
Okay, so Frothfang Cackler is a really interesting card. It attacks, but it also has this ability for 3 resources, and you also have to use your Frothfang Cackler. So any of your troops get +3 attack for the turn. But the interesting part is it's free if it comes into play for the turn.
Oh, geez. So the Cackler's going to come down here and combo with the Scarlet Swordsman to give this 5 power, which means it's going to... When the Scarlet Swordsman triggers here, it's going to deal 5 damage directly to Goot.
Oh, and we still have...
And kill the Twilight Archon. And then, remember, the Scarlet Swordsman is still attacking. So that means this Scarlet Swordsman is going to... Oh...
Yeah, this is really good.
We responded.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This is really
good. So the
good.
Scarlet Swordsman is coming across from a 10 ball here.
Boy.
So Goot is down to 3, and again, like, the Lasgar's Vengeance exists in this game, but do we really need it?
It's Lasgar's down to 3 currently here. I believe it's there. Oh, it's 5.
5, sorry.
Excuse me.
Only 5.
Excuse me. So, yeah, not looking great for Captain Jack here. Going to have to go ahead and Hero Fall. Makes perfect sense. But we're just in a lot of trouble. We have a Matriarch of Flame. We're just Just roasted.
We're dead. We're dead no matter how we slice this here.
Just roasted.
The Sabertooth is lethal. The Boltwing is lethal. The Laskar's Vengeance is lethal. Just choose your path to victory. We're going to see a pretty quick 2-0 win for Peace Stinker over Captain Jack here, putting Peace Stinker to 3-0 into the tournament. And again, I think that match was just like a great highlight on how powerful this Ruby deck is, even sans Laskar's Vengeance. Like, we drew it that game, we didn't need to cast it.
Papa Goot truly had one of their better starts, I think, in that mulligan. It was pretty good.
Sans the slow shards, it was a very good
start. The slow shards, made it a touch awkward, but they had one of their best and just got run out of the game by the Scarlet Swordsman. Like, the Scarlet Swordsman you said in game 1 was really good, and with Cackler, it's just on a whole nother level.
All right. At any rate, since that was a quick match, we're going to be right back with another round 3 feature match for everyone. Thanks for tuning into the Bash coverage, and we'll be back shortly.